And if you have questions, just feel free to put them in the chat.
Yeah, I'll get back on later. I gotta go watch the Zoom.
Or you can just ask the group as well. So it shouldn't take too long. We'll get through this information. But for winter break housing, our staffing will look a lot different. So your normal RAs won't be here during winter break. The complex coordinators are off part of the time. Our main office is closed during the time the university is closed. So the staffing will look different, but we will have staff available. So we'll always have somebody on call to assist if there's an emergency. Our response just might take a little longer than normal for like lockouts and things like that. But we will be able to respond, and our police and safety will be 24/7, so they'll be here too. You will see residential life staff walking the buildings, checking doors, making sure things are secure. So feel free to ask us any questions. That could be some of our student staff, it could be myself, could be Roman, it could be another member of our professional staff as well. And our custodial maintenance team members will be working during the break. They're mainly going to be focused on making sure like the areas are sanitized, trash is taken out, and that toilet paper, soap, those items are stocked and in place. So with that, I do want to share some contact information with you. So if there are emergencies, please call police and safety or 911. So if there's like a medical emergency or a safety issue or a fire, things like that, please call for immediate assistance. And then we have our residential life duty phone numbers on there, and we're going to post these next to your door tomorrow morning so you have them handy as well. That first phone number is for residents who live in towers. That second phone number is for residents who live in Shallon-Camp and Abigail. But honestly, if you call either of them, it's all going to go to the same phone during the break. But that would be for like lockouts, if you're having a maintenance issue in your room. So maybe your heat's not working or your lights aren't working, something like that. Or if you have like a question like, what time is the mail being delivered, or things of that nature. But just know that if you contact your regular RA, they aren't going to be here and able to respond. So please call those duty phone numbers there. Any questions here? Roman, do you want to talk about the meals?
Sure. So meals are going to be important. Everyone has to eat. And so with that, during this time in each of the buildings, we are going to have the community kitchens open, and they're going to just stay open at everything, barring that everyone is responsible with the spaces. So with that, making sure that you're cleaning and removing all items after using the space, making sure that all appliances are turned off after use and everything, not doing any grease cooking during the time, using the fans while cooking, and then remaining in the kitchen at all times while preparing food and everything. So
Can't get it to go back. Okay.
Yeah. And with that, as long as these things are followed and everything, and things aren't being left, the kitchens are being left discussing, like, we're going to keep them open and everything. If that does get abused, then we may have to close them. And then as far as within the university, Corky's cupboard is going to be open through tomorrow and everything. And then there's going to be some specific times when the university is open, so like the 20th through the 22nd, and then January 6th through the 14th. At the Center for Student Involvement, or CSI, at front desk, you'll be able to stop by and pick up to 2 bags of prepackaged food and everything. So great way to like go and get some cooking supplies, to go take it to the kitchen and everything. And then this Friday is the last day that on-campus dining is going to be open. And then starting on the 10th is when they'll open again. at that 11:30 to 1. At that time, your meal plan won't be on, so you'll have to pay either cash or card. And starting on January 16th is when your meal plan will start. Any questions there? Okay.
All right. Oops. All right, so for the mail will be a little bit different. So this Friday, the 17th is the last day we're going to receive mail to the buildings for the winter break. So all the mail is going to go to the university mail system in the Memorial Union or shipping and receiving on campus. And that'll only occur on days that the university is open. In residential life, we'll get the mail from the mail center at the Memorial Union and shipping and receiving on days that the university is open. So that would be December 20th through the 22nd, January 6th and 7th, and then January 10th through the 14th. On those days, we're going to get the mail and we're going to take everything to Shallon Camp. And then you can come pick up your mail at Shallon Camp from 3 to 5. So if you live in Abigail or Towers, you'll be able to get into Shallon Camp. Your card will work, and you can pick up any packages or mail that you're expecting during the break. Or if you just want to come at that time to check and see if you've received everything, then you definitely can. But we won't be able to receive mail or sort mail or pick mail up from anywhere in the university on days that the university is closed or on the weekends. So here's that schedule as well. So these are the dates that the Shallon Camp Reception Center will be open for that mail pickup. So for the conduct, all of our residential life handbook policies and student code of conduct policies are still in place during the winter break. With this, any policy violations that do occur during the break could result in suspension from the winter break housing. So we will take those things very seriously. So please make sure you're upholding our policies and the student code of conduct while you're here. And with that, like our guest policy will remain in place throughout the break. And so what that means is a guest is anyone who's not assigned to the designated room or the building. You can only have one guest at a time for no more than 2 nights a week, either 2 separate nights or 2 consecutive nights a week. You have to keep your room key and your Hornet card to yourself. You can't give that to other people. And if you do have a guest over, you should remain with them at all times except for restroom use. And then you are responsible for your guest behavior. So make sure that they're following our policies as well. Hannah, do you want to talk about the quarantine and isolation housing?
Sure can. Okay, so in the event that you are notified that you need to quarantine because you were a close contact or you have tested positive for COVID-19, you are able to do that in the residence halls. However, there will be some stipulations. We will not have a meal delivery service as we do during the regular semester, so meals will be on your own. And you will also not have access to the kitchens. And so in summary, you'll have to be responsible for your own meals and delivery and picking it up and so on and so forth. If you would like to complete your quarantine or isolation off campus, you're also more than welcome to do that. You do not have to stay in the residence halls. In any situation, please call the duty phone. As Kayla said, any of those numbers will get you in contact with a staff member. And so in that situation, you would get to talk to Kayla, Roman, maybe Rachel, or me, or one of our other professional staff members, and we can talk to you too. So main thing is, first step, give the pro staff number a call and we'll get you the steps you need to get started.
So then what does closing look like for you? You might see that a lot of the residents have like a orange or pink sheet on their door with a key pack. You probably don't have that. That's because you aren't going to turn in your key this weekend for closing. You're going to always keep your room key with you. Don't turn that into us. Even if you're leaving for a couple days during the break, keep your room key with you. We are going to place a sign by your door tomorrow morning that says this room is occupied. Please keep that on your door. That will help our maintenance and custodial and professional staff know that you're in there as well. So please keep that posted. Your card access will stay on the whole break. So even if you're leaving for some days periodically, your card access will stay on. So you can come and go as you need to. If you are leaving for part of the break, so maybe you're going to travel somewhere or whatever the case may be, please do make sure your electrical devices are turned off when you leave, your window is closed, and your room door is locked. Okay. Roman, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so kind of a special note. So during this break time, our maintenance staff will be entering rooms during this time to do routine maintenance. So some of that is going to be changing out any air filters. They are going to be going through and spraying for bugs. And then also if you submit a work order for something, they'll come in to do that. As far as for the spraying for the bugs, there isn't a set date yet. However, whenever we do have that date, we will inform everyone about that.
And I will also add here that the university is going to be doing some IT maintenance. And so there are going to be some days where the internet is down for periods of time. So check the ESU information, ordinance announcements and all of that for those dates and times as well. But in terms of like building security, the doors will remain locked and things like that. Are there any questions that you all have? All right, well, Hannah and Roman and I will stay on here to answer any questions. And if you haven't already, in the emails we've sent out, there is a link for a doodle poll for you to select the dates that you're planning on being here. Totally okay if those dates change. That just helps us have a better idea of like who's around if something happens, maybe the heat stops working and we need to contact people or whatever the case may be. It helps us just kind of know what's going on, but no problem if your dates change there. And Hannah, do you want to talk really quick about how their billing will work?
Yes, so your billing will occur in January around the same time that your spring housing and meal plan charges will go on to your ESU student account. This $270 charge for winter break housing will also go on your ESU student account. I've gotten a lot of great questions about financial aid or payment plans and things like that. I would really recommend once I'll notify you as soon as that charge has been added to your student account. So just check your ESU student email for that notification. But since it's on your student account, if you're working with a payment plan or you have financial aid, just kind of depending on that amount of it, it should still be able to count towards it, if just depending on the balance that's due. So really great questions. And we'll, like I said, we'll notify you as soon as it's on your student account. It does not have to be paid before winter break starts on Saturday and Sunday, so don't stress about that right now. Just focus on finals and getting through, and we all wish you all the best of luck in these last couple of days, this last push of the semester.
All right, well, thank you all very much. And if you have any questions,